The diplomatic ship Odyssey glided through the quiet space above the planet Lurith. Its silver hull reflected the blue shimmer of the world below. Inside the ship, the crew moved with a mixture of excitement and tension. Humanity had met several alien species before, but the Lurithians were different. Their science was advanced. Their culture was mysterious. Their leaders were known only as the Matriarch Council, a group of women who ruled with calm wisdom and delicate authority. Dr. Nathan Kell stood in the observation room, watching the planet spin slowly. He was tall, calm, and good at speaking to alien species. His job today was clear: represent Earth and make a peaceful first meeting. He had done this before, but this time felt strange. He kept checking the files again and again. Lurithian biology, culture, language, notes, everything. "Relax, Nathan," said Commander Riya Patel, walking beside him. "You're our best diplomat. If anyone can handle the Matriarch Council, it's you." Nathan gave her a tired smile. "I'm not worried about them. I'm worried about us. Humans always manage to confuse other species somehow." Riya laughed. "Just don't show them anything strange." Nathan nodded. He truly planned not to, but fate had other plans. The landing platform on Lurith looked like a growing crystal garden. Tall pillars rose in twisting shapes, glowing with soft colors: blue, green, and violet. The air shimmered with energy waves. When the Odyssey lowered onto the platform, the crew could feel a gentle vibration, like the whole planet hummed with life. Nathan stepped out first. The Lurithians were already waiting. Tall, graceful women with luminous skin that shifted in color like a rainbow hidden under water. Their hair looked like fine strands of glass, glowing from within. Their eyes were bright and kind, but also extremely curious. The eldest of them stepped forward. She wore a crown made of thin crystal plates. "Welcome, human visitors," she said through a smooth translator device. "I am Matriarch Saralaini. We greet you with open hearts." Nathan bowed respectfully. "Thank you, Matriarch. I am Dr. Nathan Kell, Ambassador of Earth. We come in peace. Nother, Undenster Mentor." The matriarchs repeated the word peace softly, almost like a prayer. The Lurithians valued harmony more than anything. They guided the humans into a grand hall made of translucent crystal. Every surface sparkled. Light danced through the walls. Nathan felt like he was walking inside a living diamond. "Your world is incredible," he said honestly. Saraline smiled. "Your kind is new to us. We wish to understand you." Nathan prepared a small device, a hologram projector. It contained basic information about Earth: landscapes, animals, culture, and scientific achievements. It was safe, neutral, and very simple. "This will help explain who we are," he said. The matriarchs leaned in, excited. Nathan activated the projector. A large sphere of light appeared in the hall, showing Earth's oceans, mountains, forests. The matriarchs murmured in awe. "Such water," one whispered. "Such movement," another said. Nathan smiled. "Yes, Earth is full of life." The hologram shifted, showing animals next: dolphins swimming, birds flying, elephants marching. The Lurithians clapped their hands in delight. They clearly loved studying living creatures. "This is wonderful," Saraline said. "Your world has rich biology." Nathan relaxed a little. Everything was going smoothly. Then the hologram automatically moved to the next section: Earth's evolutionary history. It showed simple organisms, then fish, reptiles, mammals. Nathan tried to skip the part about mammals, but he pressed the wrong button. The hologram displayed a short, harmless explanation. Most mammals reproduce through internal gestation. The mother carries the developing young until birth. It even showed a very simple diagram of a pregnant human silhouette. Nothing explicit, nothing detailed, just a basic shape. Nathan did not think this would be a problem. But the room went silent. Very silent. The matriarchs stared at the hologram with wide, glowing eyes. Their colors shifted in shock. Bright yellow to deep red. "What?" Caroline whispered. "Internal." "What?" Nathan froze. Internal gestation. Pregnancy. A human mother carries a baby inside her for... Before he could finish, another matriarch stepped closer, her voice trembling. "Inside? A human grows a new life inside the body? That is real?" Nathan nodded slowly. "Yes, it is normal for us." The Lorethians murmured loudly. Some covered their mouths. Some held on to each other. Their colors now glowed in rapid flashes. Nathan looked at Rhea with panic. She mouthed silently, "What did you do?" He mouthed back, "I don't know." Caroline approached Nathan as if she had just discovered a legendary secret. "Humans," she began softly. "You endure such a dangerous process? Your bodies accept this burden? Your species grows a fragile young one inside. Without harm? Well," Nathan said carefully, "it can be difficult, but humans have adapted to it. It is a natural part of life." The matriarchs exchanged long glances. They whispered in their own soft language. Their body lights flickered in patterns Nathan could not read. Finally, the youngest matriarch, Alira, stepped forward. Her eyes were shining in amazement. Her hair glowed brighter than the others. "That is how humans reproduce?" she asked. "Such courage, such risk, such dedication." She paused, then asked with complete sincerity, "May I attempt it?" Nathan almost dropped the projector. Rhea choked. 2 crew members coughed in shock. Someone definitely swore under their breath. But the Lorethians were completely serious. Alira folded her hands respectfully. "I wish to understand this human strength. If this is how humans bring life, I wish to study it. May I try this pregnancy method?" Nathan struggled to breathe. No, wait. You can't just, it's not something you attempt. It doesn't work that way." "No." Alira tilted her head. "Why not? Is it a skill? A training ritual? A rite of bravery?" Nathan shook his head rapidly. "No. It is a biological process. Only human females can carry children. It is not something you can copy." The matriarchs looked genuinely disappointed. "But it is beautiful," another said. "A life grown within. Such devotion. Humans must be a species of incredible emotional strength." Nathan had never heard human pregnancy described in such dramatic terms before. He sighed heavily. "Thank you. But please understand, it is not simple. It is not something other species can perform." Caroline stepped forward, placing a graceful hand over her chest. "Dr. Kell, please forgive our eagerness. Our species reproduces through spore budding. We create life outside our bodies. The idea of nurturing a new being inside oneself is overwhelming to us. We did not intend disrespect." Nathan softened. "I understand. It's just very different." Alira still looked curious. "But humans choose this path? Even though it is hard?" Nathan nodded. "Yes, we do." The Lorethians were silent again. But this time the mood was soft, almost emotional. Caroline whispered, "Your species carries life within and protects it for months. This is not weakness. This is courage. And endurance," another added. "And love," Alira finished. Nathan blinked. He had never expected to give aliens a deep emotional lesson about human reproduction today. But here he was. Rhea stepped in, clearing her throat. Perhaps we can continue with cultural topics instead? Yes, Nathan said quickly. Let us move on. But the atmosphere had changed. The matriarchs now looked at the humans with a new level of respect, almost awe. And Nathan realized something important. This misunderstanding was only the beginning. Whatever path lay ahead between Earth and Lurith, it would certainly not be simple. It would be strange. It would be confusing. It would be unpredictable. But it might also become one of the most important alliances humanity would ever form, and all because of one innocent hologram. The meeting room remained quiet long after the hologram turned off. The matriarchs stood in thoughtful silence, glowing softly, their minds filled with new questions. The humans stood awkwardly, unsure if they had caused a cultural disaster or accidentally inspired a scientific revolution. Dr. Nathan Kell gently closed the projector. His hands were shaking slightly, but he kept a calm face. He had dealt with chaos before. Once, he had convinced a warrior species that handshakes were not a combat challenge. Another time, he had explained to a hive-minded species why humans did not share one brain. But this misunderstanding was new even for him. Commander Riya Patel stepped beside him and whispered, "We need to fix this before someone tries to volunteer for pregnancy training again." Nathan whispered back, "Believe me, that was not on my agenda today." Alira, the young matriarch who had asked the dangerously curious question, approached him again. Her glowing hair shifted between pale blue and warm gold colors he had learned, meant curiosity and admiration. "Ambassador Nathan," she said softly, "we did not mean to alarm you. Our world has never known such a method. We wish to understand." Nathan smiled politely. "I appreciate that. But it's important we explain things properly, so there is no confusion." Saraline, the eldest matriarch, nodded. "Then let us move to the knowledge chamber. You may teach us there." Nathan let out a slow breath. Teaching aliens about human biology was the last thing he expected. But diplomacy required patience and clarity. Lots of clarity. The knowledge chamber was a circular room filled with floating crystal panels that acted like transparent screens. Soft light drifted across the walls like moving water. It felt peaceful. The humans sat on one side, the matriarchs on the other. Nathan activated a safer, edited hologram this time, showing only general information about mammals, focusing on emotional bonds, protection instincts, and cooperative behavior. This time, Riya whispered to him, "Don't press the button that causes interplanetary confusion." Nathan nodded firmly. "No pregnancy visuals, I promise." The hologram began projecting simple illustrations. It showed that human infants were fragile and needed long-term care. It showed how families worked together. It showed how humans survived by helping one another. The matriarchs watched with deep interest. "So, young humans cannot walk or feed themselves?" Saraline asked. "No," Nathan said. "Not for a long time. And yet you protect them? Always?" "Yes," he said. "Always." A gentle wave of color passed through the matriarchs, a sign of respect. Alira leaned forward. "But your young are so delicate. How do they live?" Nathan smiled. "Because we care for them. Humans form families, friends, communities. We protect each other." Alira placed a hand over her chest. "Such unity. Your species is remarkable." Nathan felt slightly embarrassed. He was being praised for something completely ordinary on Earth. But to these aliens, it was extraordinary. One of the other matriarchs raised her hand politely. "We wish to ask a question." Nathan braced himself. "Yes? If pregnancy is limited to your females," she began slowly, "how do males contribute?" Nathan blinked. "Well, they help raise the children, support the family, and they are part of the process of creating life, but not in the carrying of it." The matriarchs exchanged glances again. Saraline whispered. Your species shares the burden. This is admirable. Rhea leaned closer to Nathan. I think they've made humans into legends in their heads. Nathan muttered. Wonderful. We're heroic by accident. Soon, word spread across the city that humans possessed a dangerous and noble reproduction method. Scientists, scholars, and cultural leaders requested meetings. Nathan received invitations to 10 different symposia within an hour. The halls outside filled with Lorethians holding crystal tablets, all hoping to hear more. Some wanted to study human emotions. Some wanted to understand motherly courage. Some wanted to analyze the survival instincts of infants. Nathan felt overwhelmed. He stood beside a crystal railing, watching the glowing alien city below. Buildings spiraled like frozen waves. Floating lights drifted like fireflies. Everything was peaceful. And staring at him, Alira approached quietly. Ambassador? She asked. Nathan turned. Yes? She looked apologetic. I hope we did not embarrass you. Our reaction was strong, but it was honest. We deeply respect what humans endure. Nathan sighed gently. I understand. It's just, humans don't see it that way. For us, it's normal. Everyday life. Alira shook her head. No. It is not ordinary. It is brave. You choose hardship for the sake of life. On Lurith, our young grow without risk or pain. We do not experience such devotion. Nathan studied her expression. She truly meant every word. Her glowing eyes held admiration, not confusion. You don't have to copy humans, he said softly. Your way is beautiful too. Alira smiled, her lights turning a soft pastel pink. Thank you, Nathan. But understanding another species, seeking knowledge, this is our way. We wish to learn, not imitate. Then ask anything, Nathan replied. I will answer. Alira tilted her head thoughtfully. Then my first question is simple. Why do humans cry when their children are born? Our records show many tears. Nathan chuckled. Because it's emotional. The moment is powerful. It means the child is alive, safe, and with the parents. Alira looked touched. Beautiful, she whispered. Your species protects life with heart, not just logic. That is rare in the galaxy. Before Nathan could respond, Rhea hurried over. Nathan, you won't believe this, she said. We just got a message from Earth Command. Nathan groaned. Oh no, what now? They heard about the misunderstanding. Nathan covered his face. Already? How? Rhea rolled her eyes. Apparently, the Lorethians posted a cultural admiration message across their star network. A very dramatic one. They praised human reproduction, bravery, and called us bearers of internal fire. The message reached 3 neighboring systems. Nathan nearly choked. Internal fire? Alira giggled softly. It sounded poetic. Was it incorrect? Nathan sighed. Very incorrect. Extremely dramatic. But harmless, I guess. Rhea continued. Earth Command says we must handle this carefully. The Lorethians are potential allies. We cannot offend them. Nathan nodded. I know. That's why we need to explain boundaries. The next day, another formal meeting was arranged. This time, the topic was not biology, but diplomacy. Nathan stood before the matriarchs. Thank you for your interest in our species. We are grateful for your curiosity. And, we Dizo is one with Crossed. But it is important to understand that certain processes, like human reproduction, cannot be practiced or attempted by other species. Not because we refuse, but because it is biologically impossible. Saraline bowed. We understand, Ambassador. We apologize if our eagerness caused alarm. Alira added, We will no longer ask to attempt your methods. Instead, we wish to learn the meaning behind them, the values, the emotions, the unity. Nathan felt relieved. That is wonderful. We can share our culture, our history, our spirit. That is more important than biology. The matriarchs agreed. Their glowing forms shimmered with approval. We will prepare a cultural exchange, Caroline said. In return, we wish to offer something from our own world. She extended her hand. A crystal flower formed from thin air, growing from energy light. It floated gently into Nathan's hands. Our gift is knowledge, she said. We offer access to our crystalline science, a new understanding of energy and healing, something we have never shared before. Nathan's eyes widened. This is an incredible honor. Alira smiled softly. You shared the heart of your species. We share ours, Rhea whispered to Nathan. Well, that escalated in a very positive direction. Nathan smiled. Sometimes misunderstandings bring unexpected bridges. The meeting ended with warm gestures and quiet joy. The humans walked back toward their ship, carrying the crystal flower and newfound hopes. But as Nathan looked back at the glowing matriarchs, he realized something important. The galaxy did not admire humans for their strength, weapons, or technology. They admired humans for their hearts. And this was only the beginning. The sun of Lurith rose like a blooming crystal, spreading colors across the sky in long, shining waves. The human team woke early, preparing for another day of meetings. Doctor. Nathan Kell stretched his arms and looked out the window of their guest chamber. The alien city sparkled under the morning light, each building reflecting soft hues of pink and gold. It looks peaceful, Nathan murmured. Rhea Patel joined him by the window. Peaceful is good. Maybe today we won't accidentally create another intergalactic misunderstanding. Nathan laughed weakly. Let's hope so. Today, they would attend an important event. The Lurithian Scientific Symposium, where hundreds of scholars wanted to learn more about humans. Nathan felt nervous. Yesterday's confusion had already spread across the planet. He hoped today would be calmer. The symposium hall was enormous, shaped like an open flower made of crystal leaves. As the humans entered, a soft murmur spread through the crowd. The Lurithians bowed respectfully. Their glowing forms rippled with welcome colors. Alira, the young matriarch who had shown such deep curiosity, greeted them at the entrance. Ambassador Nathan, she said warmly, thank you for honoring our gathering. We have prepared a special session dedicated to understanding human resilience. Nathan blinked. Human what? Resilience, Alira repeated. Your ability to endure hardship, your survival instincts, your emotional strength. Nathan exchanged a confused look with Rhea. Thank you. That is kind. Alira smiled. Please follow me. She guided them to a large circular stage. Floating crystal screens displayed images of Earth mountains, storms, cities, forests, all collected from public data Earth had shared. Caroline, the eldest matriarch, stood on the center platform. Today, Caroline announced, we study what makes humans strong. A wave of respectful murmurs filled the hall. Nathan whispered to Rhea, they're treating us like heroes again. Rhea whispered back, hey, better heroes than biological experiments. The first speaker was a Lurithian scientist with shimmering silver lines across her arms. We have studied Earth's records, she said. We discovered that humans endure extreme climates. They live in deserts, icelands, mountains, and deep forests. Your bodies adapt. You survive. The audience glowed in admiration. Another scientist stepped forward. Humans also survive emotional storms. You form friendships, families, and communities. You rise after loss. You continue after suffering. Your resilience is beautiful. Nathan felt his cheeks warm. He had never heard someone talk about humanity like this. Then Alira took the stage. She projected an image of a newborn human baby, small, soft, wrapped in a blanket. Human infants, she said softly, are fragile. They cannot feed themselves. They cannot stand. They require constant care. The crowd watched with gentle expressions. And yet, Alira continued, humans do not abandon them. Instead, you show love. You protect them. You stay awake at night. You sacrifice your comfort to keep them safe. Alira turned to Nathan. This is powerful. This is courage. Nathan swallowed. It is simply part of being human. But Alira shook her head. No, it is more. She changed the hologram to show human families, parents holding children, friends supporting each other, communities helping during disasters. Humans overcome danger through cooperation, she said. You grow strong because you are not alone. The audience glowed in soft colors of respect. Nathan felt something shift inside his chest. He had come to teach the Lorethians. But here they were teaching him how beautiful humanity looked from the outside. After the symposium ended, many Lorethians approached Nathan politely, asking questions. One asked, "Is it true humans risk their lives to save strangers?" Nathan nodded. Yes, many people do that. Another asked, "Is it true humans share food during crisis, even if they have little?" Yes, Nathan answered again. A third asked, "Is it true humans are cry when they are happy?" Nathan chuckled. Yes, that happens too. Alira listened to all his answers, her eyes shining with fascination. You feel deeply, she said. Your emotions guide you. Nathan smiled. Sometimes too much. Alira shook her head. No. Emotions are strength, not weakness. Later in the afternoon, the human team was invited to tour a Lorethian healing center. The building looked like a glowing shell, with rooms filled with floating crystal tools. The healers moved with gentle grace. They explained their method of crystal resonance therapy, where energy waves repaired damaged cells. Nathan was amazed. This technology could help millions on Earth, he whispered to Rhea. The head healer bowed. We wish to share our knowledge. Humans shared their heart with us. We share our science with you. Alira walked beside the group as they toured the different rooms. Ambassador, she said. May I ask another question? Nathan laughed softly. At this point, I expect nothing less. She tilted her head curiously. Humans protect their young with their own bodies. But how do humans protect each other as adults? How do you help one another during danger? Nathan thought for a moment. Well, he said, we help in many ways. Firefighters run into burning buildings. Doctors work long hours to heal people. Soldiers defend their nations. Neighbors help during disasters. Friends comfort each other during sadness. Alira's eyes glowed brighter. Then your strength is not only physical, it is emotional. You support each other. Nathan nodded. Yes, humans are strong because we stand together. Alira whispered, that is the most powerful kind of strength. When evening arrived, a small gathering was held on a crystal terrace overlooking the glowing city. Soft music played from shifting waves of light. The setting felt magical. Saraline stood with the humans. Ambassador Nathan, she said gently. Today we learned much. Your species does not merely survive. You endure with hope. Nathan bowed slightly. Matriarch. We do our best. Saraline looked at him with calm wisdom. The galaxy respects power. Many species measure strength by warfare, technology, or dominance. But you, humans, your strength is gentler, yet deeper. What do you mean? Nathan asked softly. You choose kindness, Saraline said. You choose compassion. You choose to protect even when it is hard. These choices are rare in the universe. Alira stepped forward, her expression warm. Your species carries life with care, and you carry each other emotionally. This is what makes humans extraordinary. Rhea looked at Nathan and whispered, "Are you hearing this? Humanity is getting the best review ever." Nathan smiled. For once, he felt proud in a quiet, honest way. Before the night ended, Alira offered Nathan a small, glowing crystal. "This is a harmony crystal," she explained. "It records emotional resonance. I want you to have it." "Rate." Nathan held it carefully. The crystal felt warm, like it responded to his touch. "What does it do?" he asked. "It collects feelings," Alira said. "When you return to Earth, it will remind you how we saw your species today." Nathan's voice softened. "Thank you." Alira stepped closer. "You have taught us something important. Humans are not just survivors. You are guardians. Of life. Of hope. Of each other." Nathan felt a tightness in his chest, touched by her words. He looked out across the glowing city and thought, maybe humanity had flaws. Maybe they argued. Maybe they made mistakes. But they also loved deeply. And fought for each other. And that was something worth respecting. Tonight, under the shining lights of an alien world, humanity's story had become something brighter. And tomorrow, the alliance between Earth and Lurith would take its next step. The next morning arrived quietly on Lurith. The sky glowed with soft, silver light, as if the planet was waking gently. "Doctor." Nathan Kell stood on a balcony of the guest chambers, holding the harmony crystal Alira had given him. It glowed faintly in his hand. He felt calm, but also thoughtful. Today would be his final diplomatic meeting before returning to Earth. Rhea approached him with a steaming cup of herbal tea the Lurithians had offered. "Big day," she said. Nathan nodded. "This trip changed more than I expected." Rhea smirked. "You mean the part where an entire civilization proudly declared humans are emotional warriors of the heart?" Nathan sighed but laughed. "Yes, that part." She nudged him lightly. "It's a good thing, Nathan. They admire us. They trust us." Nathan looked out at the glowing crystal towers. "I hope today ends well. We need this alliance." Rhea nodded. "It will. You handled everything so far." The final meeting was held in the Council Hall of Harmony, a tall dome-like structure shimmering with pale blue light. When Nathan and his team entered, the matriarchs were waiting. Their glowing forms looked calm and serene. Saraline, the eldest matriarch, stepped forward. "Welcome, Ambassador Nathan. Today, we complete our cultural exchange." Nathan bowed. "Thank you, Matriarch Saraline. We are honored." Alira stood beside her, holding a crystal tablet. Her gentle smile eased Nathan's nerves. The hall grew quiet as Saraline lifted her hand. "Humans," she began. "You came to our world with open minds. You showed patience, honesty, and courage. Despite misunderstandings, you offered knowledge without fear." A soft wave of color moved through the matriarchs. "In return," Saraline continued, "we wish to share our world with you." Nathan listened carefully, unsure what to expect. Saraline gestured to Alira. Alira stepped forward. "We have studied your planet's healing systems. Your medicines save many lives, but your technology is limited by your materials." She activated the crystal tablet. A hologram appeared, showing a human medical lab, but enhanced with glowing crystal tools. "This," Alira said softly, "is our gift. Crystal resonance medical technology. We offer Earth the knowledge to create healing devices that use energy waves to repair cells. With this, you may cure many diseases." Nathan felt stunned. You would share something so valuable?" Saraline bowed her head. "You shared your heart. We share our science." Nathan felt a tightness in his throat. This was more than he expected. Much more. Alira added, But this is only the beginning. She gestured again. The hologram shifted to show crystal structures, energy patterns, and intricate designs. We wish to form a long-term alliance, not only political, but cultural. We want to learn from humans, your art, your emotions, your unity. Nathan's eyes widened. A cultural alliance? Yes, Caroline said. Your species understands things many do not. Hope, sacrifice, resilience. These values matter to us. Nathan swallowed. We will gladly share them. Caroline smiled. Then today, we begin a new future. The official ceremony that followed was peaceful and elegant. Humans and Lorethians stood together as new symbols of friendship were exchanged. The humans brought a simple wooden sculpture carved on Earth, a symbol of growth and unity. The Lorethians presented a floating crystal sphere containing a soft, endless glow. This light, Alira said, represents harmony. It never fades. Nathan touched the sphere gently. It felt warm, almost alive. When the ceremony ended, the hall filled with gentle celebration. Soft, light music played, and glowing particles drifted through the air like tiny stars. Alira approached Nathan quietly. "Ambassador," she said, "may we speak privately?" Nathan nodded and followed her to a quiet balcony overlooking the city. The breeze carried the faint sound of music from inside. Alira rested her hands on the railing. "I want to thank you personally. You changed the way we see humanity." Nathan smiled. "You changed the way we see ourselves." She tilted her head. "Humans did not know how extraordinary they were." Nathan chuckled. "We often forget. We think of our flaws too much. We see our mistakes. We forget our strengths." Alira's glowing eyes softened. "Then let me remind you." She turned to face him fully. "Humans feel deeply, but you do not hide your emotions. You care for your young with patience. You stand by your friends during hardship. You fight for each other. You rise after loss. You hope even when it hurts." Nathan looked down, humbled by her words. Alira continued. "These qualities inspire us. We wish to learn them. We wish to grow because of what we saw in you." Nathan whispered. "Thank you." Alira smiled. "And I thank you too." Not. For a moment, they stood in quiet companionship, gazing at the glowing city. Later, Rhea found Nathan on the balcony. "So?" she asked. "How did your private talk go?" Nathan smiled gently. "She sees humanity more clearly than we do." Rhea raised an eyebrow. "That's her charm." "Maybe so." Rhea leaned beside him. "Earth will be happy about this alliance. Lurith is peaceful, wise, and technologically advanced. We could learn much." "Yes," Nathan said. "And they could learn from us." Rhea smirked. "Who knew? Human emotions would be our strongest weapon." Nathan laughed. "Don't call it a weapon. Call it a gift." Rhea nodded. "A gift, then." That evening, the humans were invited to a farewell feast. The Lorethians had prepared glowing fruits, floating crystal drinks, and soft dishes that tasted like sweet air. The humans enjoyed the new flavors, and the Lorethians watched with delight. "Your species is easy to please," one matriarch joked. "Food is universal diplomacy," Nathan said with a grin. Alira joined their table, looking content. "Your time here has brought harmony to our world. Our young scholars are already preparing new research programs dedicated to understanding humanity." Nathan raised an eyebrow. "Dedicated to humanity?" "Yes," Alira said. "We will study human psychology, cooperation, and emotional health. We believe your strengths can help improve our own society." Nathan smiled warmly. "I hope we can help." "You already have," Alira said softly. When it was time to depart the next morning, The matriarch council gathered at the landing platform. Their glowing forms shimmered like sunrise. Saraline addressed the humans one last time. Ambassador Nathan Kell, Commander Rhea Patel, and crew of the Odyssey, you came as strangers, you leave as friends. Nathan bowed deeply. We are honored to have met you. Saraline placed a hand over her chest. Our alliance stands strong. May our futures shine together. Alira stepped forward and handed Nathan a small crystal pendant. This will connect our worlds. With it, you may contact us anytime. Nathan accepted it with respect. Thank you. Alira smiled softly. Farewell, Nathan. He returned the smile. Until we meet again. The humans boarded the ship. The engines hummed softly as the Odyssey rose into the air. Inside the ship, Nathan looked out the window as the planet grew smaller. Rhea approached him. How do you feel? Macker. Nathan held the pendant and the harmony crystal close, like something important just began. Rhea smiled. It did. As Lurith faded into the distance, Nathan thought about everything that had happened. The misunderstanding, the confusion, the questions, the admiration, the new bond. He realized something powerful. Humanity was not admired for its machines, weapons, or technology. It was admired for its heart. And across the galaxy, that was something rare. As the Odyssey jumped into hyperspace, Nathan whispered to himself, Humans, we really are something special. And the stars agreed.